Before we get into the art stuff, let's do a little bit of a warm-up. Today is all about observation, and so we need to warm up our observational skills. We're going to use our senses to observe things around us. So just take a moment now to use all of your senses. Let's do it together. Let's start off with things that we can see. Just look around and use your eyes. Just notice the things around you. Maybe look for colors, look for shapes, look for something interesting. Notice if you can see something that you hadn't seen before in the room that you're in. Maybe something that's not always there. Next, we're going to use our listening skills. So maybe make sure that you can hear what's going on around you. Give yourself a moment to just silently notice things you hear. Maybe you hear fans going. Maybe you hear traffic in the distance. Maybe you hear someone moving around. What do you hear? Next, let's smell things. Let's try out the sense of smell. And one of my favorite smells is actually wax crayons. There's just something about this smell. Oh, I love that smell so much. They don't have to be specially scented wax crayons, but I do notice that Crayola just has that really gratifying smell. The paper also has a special smell. What else is around you that has a special smell? Good smell, bad smell? What do you notice you can smell? Maybe you can smell your cat. Next is things we can touch. Maybe look around and notice, is there something around that has a special texture to it? Or can you notice the different textures of your own clothes? Maybe it changes as you touch different parts of your clothes or different objects around you. If you're going to touch another person, make sure that you have their permission before you do that. And then lastly, one of our senses is, of course, taste. You should only be tasting things if they're actually food or drink. I've actually got a mug of warm water, so I can taste that. It is water, so at first I think it doesn't taste like anything, but actually it does have some sort of flavor to it. That feels pretty good. So those are senses to help us notice what's going on around us in our environment. But let's think about the senses now that we can use to notice what's going on inside of us, our own thoughts and our own physical experiences. So let's try this together. I'm going to sit up a little bit so you can see. But let's maybe take our hands and put them right onto our bellies. And we're going to belly breathe like a beast today. So take an inhale. And as you inhale, feel your belly expanding. Breathe into your belly. And when you exhale, let that breath out from your belly, kind of like a belly balloon. Inhale to fill up that belly balloon, and then exhale to let it all go. Let's just do one more together. Big ol' inhale, biggest one of the day, and then an exhale, let all the air out. Very good. I'd like you to take a pause now and just notice and share out what are the things you observed with your senses, different things that you used for your outside senses, for the outside world, and then different ways you felt as we were belly breathing and thinking about our insides.